So we're done with the functionality of building our API. So the next step is to test the controller. So before testing it, so we should make our controller test ready. So let me get into WebStorm. There is this famous saying, writing test cases is not an art, writing testable code is an art. So your code should be testable. And I don't think this controller is terribly testable. So let's go ahead and refactor it so that we can test it. So when you see this one, let me just clean this up. So this controller has a dependency of movie model. It is dependent on it. So this is not a good idea to add it as a reference and supply it from here. Rather, pass it as a dependency. So let me modify this controller to take this movie model as a dependency. Now, in the form of dependency injection, I would be passing this movie model. So let me go ahead and remove this reference here. Let me just cut all of these methods and paste it inside this movie controller function. So now I have everything here inside movie controller function. Let me go ahead, and this module.exports function shouldn't be this complex. Rather, I can say module.exports. It's going to be movie controller. That's it. So I'm exporting everything, uh, entire this function. But the problem is, as I'm using this var, these functions are private. So I'm using a revealing design pattern here to expose them. I would say get get by ID. Then we have update. I'm going to say update, delete, delete. So maybe we're missing patch. I'll say patch, patch. So this pattern is called revealing design pattern. This is all these are private members, while we are exposing an object. We're just revealing this object. Now we are done with our controller. Let's go ahead in movie router, where we are using this controller. Here this controller is expecting a dependency. We are not passing it, that's why our application is crashing. Let's go ahead and fix that. This movie controller expects a model, so from here we will reference that. Say movie, say require, and this is inside models controller. So let's say models, movie model, and this movie model would be passed as a parameter to this movies controller. Let me hit save, and looks like everything is working fine. Let me go ahead and test our application. I'll open up Chrome. Let me get into Postman and make a GET request first. So it works fine. Let me make a request for the specific record. It works fine, and so on. So everything is working fine even after refactoring. So the next step is to write tests for this controller. So I'll see you in the next video.